Hello, class of 2022. The purpose of this video is to give you some information about your sophomore course selection. Realizing that your first semester is barely finished, it's time to start picking out your classes that are going to be for the 2019-2020 school year. You have a number of required courses for sophomore year. Everyone's going to take English, math, physics, PE, which is a full year for sophomores, communications, and then driver's education. Driver's education is a graduation requirement. And for sophomores, what we do is we put your entire class of 2022 in birth date order, and we slice you right down the middle. And the oldest half of the students are offered driver's education during the first semester, and then the younger students are offered it for the second semester. There are cases where this doesn't always match up perfectly based on the electives that you choose, but as a rule of thumb, that is the way that we schedule students. Your behind the wheel portion, which is the part where you actually go out driving, that's going to take place during your PE class. So you're going to miss physical education for 6 weeks while you go out and do the behind the wheel portion with one of the instructors. If you decide to take driver's ed privately at one of the outside companies like Excel, Top Driver, Lockport, Number One Driving School, those types of places, you are absolutely within your right to do that. The driving school is going to require us to sign a form stating that you're a student in good standing. And then when you complete that course, you're going to need to bring us the certificate that shows that you completed the classroom portion. This is a graduation requirement. So you need to bring that to us so we can put it on your transcript and not have to hunt you down during the week of your graduation in 2022. So those are your required courses. Your recommended courses include world language if you plan to go to a four-year university after graduation. Some colleges do require a 2 years of the same world language. So if you're taking a language this year and you want to change it for next year, you totally can do that. But just know that you're going to be expected to take the second level during your junior year. So that way you meet those college entrance requirements. Stating it again, you can't take German one your freshman year, then sophomore year take Spanish one and meet that requirement for colleges. They want 2 years of the same world language. There is not a social studies requirement for sophomores, but there are a number of elective options that you might want to consider. We do recommend that sophomores take a fine arts course if you haven't done so already. And then we want you to balance it out with some other electives. Some of those electives could be possible career areas that you want to investigate, or some electives that are just going to balance out that academic stress because the math, science, language, English courses, it gets to be a little hard. So you want to take classes that are going to balance that out and make sure that you don't drive yourself crazy as sophomores. There is only one new course that's available for you guys next year. It's called Guitar, and it is a one semester course. So the next steps in your course selection process is to talk to your current teachers about courses that they recommend for you next year. Check out the electives that are in the course selection guide or the program of studies, which is on the website. I'll show you that website in just a few moments. Research your dream college and make sure that you're meeting their requirements. So know what they expect of you as you start to make your selections for next year. And then see your counselor on January 28th and 29th during your science class to make your choices. Find this information on the course selection process. If you go to the homepage, there's a drop down menu for the PPS office, and then there's a button that says counseling office. And then on the right hand side, there's a whole section on 2019-2020 course selection. And in there will be the course catalog, which is our program of studies, and then a sample registration form for sophomores. You can print that out, make your selections, show it to your parents, and then be ready to go on January 28th and 29th when we pull you out of science to make your choices. Have a great restful break.